Alright, Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler just took place in the main event of UFC 262, Oliveira versus Chandler, and what a way to end the night of fights with absolute mayhem, start to finish. It looked real bad for Chandler at the start of the fight, looked real bad for Oliveira, in fact, terribly bad for Oliveira towards the end of the first round, and then Oliveira comes out in the second and just chins Chandler, puts him out, finishes him in the second round. Charles Oliveira, second round TKO. I thought Michael Chandler was going to get the first round TKO. And to be fair to my prediction, that kind of happened nearly. You know what I mean? Like, there was a moment where I thought, oh my God, Chandler's just finished Oliveira. Oliveira's covering up. We've seen this situation with Oliveira before. He shells up on the ground. He rolls over. He waits for the damage to stop. The referee calls off the fight and Oliveira's okay. Oliveira's got heart, man. Anyone who said before this that Oliveira does not have heart, because we've seen before, he's had some weird moments in his career where maybe he's looked like he's given up a little bit in fights. You cannot say that anymore. He got nearly, in my opinion, maybe 10-8'd in the first round. I mean, Chandler really put a whooping on him at the end of that first round. Badly. He took a 10-8 nearly, or maybe, or not really a 10-8. I wouldn't say a 10-8, but the judging today would say 10-8 maybe. We'll see what they actually scored that round, because he did have Chandler's back for a moment. Then in the second round, Chandler comes out, looking to start things fast. Beautiful check hook from Charles Oliveira. Down goes Chandler, and Chandler just can't recover the same way Oliveira can, I guess, because you know why? Oliveira let Chandler back up and finished him off against the cage, standing. You know what Chandler did to Oliveira? He knocked him down. He beat him up a little bit. He went into full guard and started landing ground and pound shots. Very big mistake from Chandler. In my opinion, he definitely should have stood it up, but what do I know? I'm not in the moment with all of the momentum of I'm about to win a world championship right now and going crazy on Charles Oliveira, but if Chandler stood that fight up in the first round and took his time the way Oliveira did with the finish, maybe we'd be looking at a different result right now, but Charles Oliveira, man. Champion of the lightweight division. Real champ. That performance, pretty real champion. I know a lot of people are talking about how they're still going to see Poirier as the top dog in the lightweight division. I like the storyline for that fight. Oliveira is going to be the official champion at lightweight. I like Oliveira's storyline of maybe having a chance against Khabib. Am I wrong in saying that? The guy's jiu-jitsu is next level. Okay? He's got heart. He's got really good stand-up. He's got KO power. He's got cardio as the fight goes on, still to have KO power after that first round in the second round. There's a whole bunch of narratives now that Oliveira's won. I don't even care that I failed my prediction. I really don't. I mean, Chandler kind of... Thanks for that, Chandler. You know what I mean? Stand it up. One big punch. Down goes Oliveira. You're the fucking world champion. Thank God you stood there and kicked at his legs while he recovered on the ground. Either way, thanks for that, Chandler. You absolute... It's all good, though. Feel bad for Chandler. 35 years of age. He said he wasn't going to retire. He's actually going to try and bounce back and get some wins within 12 months. I think he needs to take a little bit of time off, because that's a bad stoppage loss there. Maybe come back towards like October, November, December time. At least 5 months at least for Chandler to be off before this. But it's going to be tough for Chandler to bounce back, man. 35 years of age. Soon to be 36 years of age. You don't get any better as that goes on. Your chin doesn't get any better if you start getting chinned right now like you did against Oliveira just now. Pretty bad night for Chandler. But Oliveira is he's the true world champion of the lightweight division. He really is. He might beat Poirier. I reckon he does beat Gaethje. I would like his chances against Poirier as well. The man has rose through the division. There was a moment in time after the co-main event, which I guess... I forgot about that. I forgot about the co-main. There was a moment after the co-main event where I guess, you know, I thought to myself, oh, this makes Oliveira not look that good, because Dariush essentially did better than what Oliveira did to Ferguson for 3 whole rounds. And I thought, oh, this makes Oliveira just look like one of the boys in the lightweight division. But maybe this makes Dariush look really good as well. Like, the lightweight division is so stacked. We've got Poirier versus McGregor coming up soon. Winner of that one's got to be next for Charles Oliveira, surely, in that lightweight division. And Oliveira's just set himself up for a massive, massive payday, because the pay-per-view shares that he's going to get for defending against Conor McGregor, or defending against Poirier, who's now beaten McGregor twice and taken all of that star power and momentum with him. Oliveira's just changed his... He already made a lot of money. He's one of the highest earners in the UFC because of bonuses and wins. But, man, he's going to make a fortune now. His life has completely changed. He's going to live life. He's still young in his career, which I think is a very good thing, because Chandler, 35, if he wins, does he retire? You know what I mean? Does he maybe defend once and then retire? It's kind of good to know that we have a champion in the UFC, 31 years of age, not even 32 until October. Still got a solid few years of him being champion if he does defend and survive as champion that long. We'll see how things go. But crazy, crazy fight, man. God, Chandler pulled a guillotine. Man, Chandler, really good win by Oliveira, but Chandler, man, you fucking let that shit slip, bro. You know you did as well, bro. I don't know why I'm calling you bro. I'm just nervously annoyed. But it's all good. You let that slip, man. Don't be pulling guillotines on Oliveira. You know what I'm saying? Don't pull guillotines on Oliveira. Fair play you got out of your back being taken. Very, very good to do. Stayed very patient. Got 2-on-1 with the wrist control. Eventually turned around and ended up on top. When you drop in Oliveira, let him back up. Let him back up. Boom. Down goes Oliveira. See you at the top. You can pull yourself... You'll never have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps ever again if you win that fight. But Oliveira's the patient killer out of the pair of them. You can see he had more experience under those higher intense situations. We've seen Chandler fold in those situations before against Will Brooks, and also he had some trouble against Eddie Alvarez in those fights, in those moments, but sometimes he was managed to pull ahead of those fights as well. But against Will Brooks, it was kind of the exact same stoppage as the Will Brooks fight, except this one got called off by a referee and not Michael Chandler. He's running against the cage, big hooks firing his way. Really good performance by Oliveira. Guy's got really quick hands for the division. Started off really well. I noticed he did something immediately into the fight, and I think he tried to kumbaya Chandler a little bit, tried to calm him down. Went over into Chandler's corner before the fight even started. They're both in the cage. Quick handshake, Chandler. All respect, bro. Goes up to all of his coaches. Respect, respect. Then it sort of dulls down the intensity of the first minute for him. Lands some good shots. Listen, man. It's not a fluky check hook, because he actually landed that check hook, I think, like 3 different times in that first round. Even whilst he was getting hit with shots, he would always sort of catch that check hook as Chandler was dipping his way in. And even at the first round, in the first moment, Chandler was landing a lot of good shots to the body. This fight, I thought that would pay effect as the fight went on. But Oliveira just chinned Chandler. Oh, Dan Hooker. He's so bad now. How does this happen, man? There's never been a sport ever in history where a year period can make someone go from the best looking fighter in the world, not in terms of attractiveness, in terms of skill level, to the worst perceivable fighter in the world. It's crazy the ebbs and flows of the sport, but Oliveira's the champ, and I reckon he beats everyone, maybe. Maybe not Poirier, especially if Poirier still looks good in the McGregor trilogy, and maybe even does it better in the McGregor trilogy, who knows? And maybe finishes McGregor in the first round, 1-punch KO, maybe I'll sway my mind. But I think he beats Gaethje. I reckon he could get Gaethje down to the ground. He's got really good timed shots. He takes punches well. He's got heart. He battled back through some adversity. I want to see him versus the McGregor-Poirier winner next. I know Chandler wants to continue fighting, so I guess I could try and find an opponent for him. Ooh. Hold on. They had beef at the press conference. There's promo for it. That could be a main event of a fight night. Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. Loser goes home or retires. If Chandler loses again, he'll definitely retire. If Ferguson loses again, he'll definitely retire. You have Tony Ferguson, who will be ranked probably around number 8 or 7 or 9. You have Michael Chandler, who will probably be ranked around number 7 or 8 as well. Makes sense ranking-wise. Makhachev's got an opponent in Thiago Moises, so he's booked up. Unless you're going to give one of them to Gregor Gillespie. I reckon Ferguson versus Chandler might be the fight to make next. Sounds good to me. Lightweight division, man. Lightweight division. And Beneil Dariush with a big win. There's so much going on right now. But Oliveira stays patient, stays calm, finds his shots. And you know what? I'll say this as well. I said this during the fight and before it. Oliveira, I did not really care for him too much before this fight card. It shows how good the UFC promotion team is. Because I watched, from the moment I clicked Embedded Episode 1, I didn't really care for Oliveira. By episode 6, I was invested in Oliveira. I'm Team Oliveira nearly. Even though I picked Chandler and had him picked for a while ago, I still was like, I kind of hope this guy wins a little bit because he's such a nice guy. Really building up Ferguson at the weigh-ins. Great champion to have. Brazil gets a champ. Oh, that's something not a lot of people are talking about. Brazil gets a champion. They have not had a champion since... Oh, Figueiredo's a champ. I fucked it up. Not a non-midget champ. You know what I mean? Like a real... No offense to Figueiredo, but like, you know... Real champ. You know what I mean? Like on one of the highly contested divisions. They've got a good champion. And now let's... This is good because now we can theme cards around it. It's really good to have multiple people from the same area at the same time because you can do like Oliveira versus Poirier McGregor winner in the main event. Figueiredo if he beats Brandon Moreno versus his next contender in the co-main event. It just makes the cards way better. I'm really looking forward to the future of the lightweight division. Yeah, I actually kind of like that Chandler didn't win secretly because I know if he won, there's a chance he retires. There's also more chance of him being a superstar, which I kind of don't like because it ruins the natural flow of divisions. If Chandler wins, he might become a superstar, start wanting Usman or something like that, you know what I mean? Start looking for super fights in other divisions or wanting crossover fights, wanting redemption against Pitbull. Fuck Pitbull. You little fucking cunt. Ah? Pitbull Ferreira. Okay? Sat there on his phone in round 1. Whoa, looks like I'm the best lightweight in the world. Round 1, typing away on his little Twitter. Typing away his little tweets. Huh, told you guys I'm the best lightweight. Wait till they fucking see this one. Yeah, Chandler, keep beating him up. Yeah, still typing his tweet. Fuck you, dude. You ain't the best lightweight in the world, bitch. Even though you did win more impressively than Oliveira did against Chandler. Fuck you anyway. You don't get to say shit now, bitch. Fuck you. Oliveira wins the fight. Clean shot in the second round. And he seems like he's only getting better. Wait, how do you have 2 knockdowns? Oh, yeah, at the end. Wait, Chandler didn't get a knockdown? Whatever, this sport's weird. But either way. Oliveira, glad he's champion. Younger guy. Gonna be more active. Gonna be more willing to take on contenders as well because he has less negotiation power not being a big superstar. Round of applause for Charlie Olives. 9 or 11 years of age, told he could never walk again. World UFC lightweight champion, and Embedded made me a huge fan of him as well, even though he doesn't even speak English. Like and subscribe, click that button up there. Toodle Pippington, I'll see you later.